Would you be surprised if I were to tell you that there's a verse in the Quran that gives us a masterclass in human psychology? In chapter Fussilat, verse number 34, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not only give us spiritual advice here, but rather He gives us advice that would allow us to heal all of the broken relationships that we currently have. So send this to someone that you want to squash your beef with, the friend that you haven't spoken to in years, the sibling that you want to keep on avoiding, the parent that you no longer want to approach. We tell ourselves it's too complicated to fix, too much has been said, too much silence has passed. But what if healing does not start with them, but rather it starts with you? In just one ayah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us exactly how we can shift a relationship from bitterness to loyalty. بالله من الشيطان الرجيم ادفع بالتي هي أحسن فإذا الذي بينك وبينه عداوة كأنه ولي حميم. The Quran, ladies and gentlemen, is teaching us something here that took psychology centuries to understand. If someone wrongs you and you meet them with kindness, dignity, and forgiveness, not only do you break the cycle of negativity, but you also retrain their emotional response. Ladies and gentlemen, you could turn an enemy into a friend. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala also follows it with something else. وَمَا يُلَقَّاهَا إِلَّا الَّذِينَ صَبَرُوا. But this cannot be attained except by those who are patient. Meaning no one would accept this advice and work towards it except for those who are patient in doing so. For it is very difficult for people to do so. This could be basic advice to you, ladies and gentlemen, but it is something that we as a Muslim nation still cannot understand. Speak truth. Assalamu alaikum.